And don't forget to find an interesting foreground composition. I often like to have the silhouette of trees in my photos, but I've seen all sorts of really cool. You look for reflections, perhaps in a lake. And if you want to do a time-lapse video, some cameras have a built-in intervalometer, or you can purchase an external one. But keep in mind, if you want a 10-second time-lapse at 24 frames per second, that's 240 photos. If you're doing 20-second exposures, that's over an hour of shooting. And when you're finished taking your photos, hopefully you've got some good photos of some shooting stars. As you can see here, this photo is actually not a shooting star. You can see how it starts solid and it ends solid. This is usually a pretty good indicator that what you've got here is a satellite. Now, if it's dotted, if it has a dotted texture, that's oftentimes because of the blinking lights on an airplane. Another good indicator that this is not a shooting star is if we look at the very next photo. As you can see, the line that was here has moved here, and if we take a look at the next photo, it has moved further. Remember, these are 15-second photos, so this is about a minute's worth between these photos. And shooting stars happen within seconds. So how can you tell if it's a shooting star? Well, typically a shooting star will be a different color, and it will taper in and out, just like you're seeing here. And I was pretty excited when I saw this image because I thought I had captured a shooting star. But as it turns out, if I look at the photo right before it, we can see it still trails. And even in the next photo, which I don't have up, it's very faded, but this is also a satellite that must have just caught a glint, which is unfortunate. But a lot of times they'll have varying colors, sometimes within the same meteor, and that's how you can tell if there's kind of a greenish tail and maybe a more reddish. Honestly, this is oftentimes what a shooting star looks like in photos. Crazy enough, I have at least 3 satellites in this photo, one here, and one down here. But if you do find one that looks similar to this, and there's nothing before or after it, it's a pretty good chance that you captured a shooting star.